Importing button.
So we are going through sad times in this country actually, because two of the most so-called influential people in the country decided to display their 5 minutes madness online. But this time this made it stretch for almost a week, and it is now madness because I am even about to go into the gist, so that if you are hidden somewhere, you're not aware of whatever is going on, you can be brought into the inner happenings of how we got here. I'm talking about Very Dark Man and BLord, and what exactly happened, how we got here, who is at fault, my opinion on the matter. So if this video makes sense, I doubt it makes sense to me, but then if it makes sense to you, please like the video and let me know your comments in the comment box. Now they're making me to speak wrong English. Anyway, just let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe. My name is Uchi Odogo. Now let's enter into the video. So I was surprised actually. I was talking to a friend this week. She was overhearing her husband playing the VDM video, and then she was like, "Have you heard what VDM I said again?" I'm like, "Said about what?" And she was like, "Oh, that VDM, it looks like it's having issue with someone again." I actually did not pay attention to the matter because, like, oh please, VDM always has issue with someone every other week, so why do I think it's an important matter? Why do I want to even bother about it? So I just ignored, and I went online and I saw the video again and I played it, and for what I saw, BLord, who is a popular, influential, business mogul, billionaire herself, was looking like it was scamming Nigerians. So from what VDM was saying, there is this iPhone XR. Now, in China, there are some guys that will refurbish the iPhone XR, put it into an iPhone 17 Pro Max case, and then resell it. So you are carrying a case of an iPhone 17 Pro Max on the one hand, and on the other hand, what is actually inside is an iPhone XR. So it's like you are carrying the bragging rights, but probably the functions of an iPhone XR. So I just see it as probably people do this for bragging rights, I guess. If someone does not press the phone or try to operate the phone, they will not know that the iPhone is actually an iPhone XR, but not a 17 Pro Max because of what the case looks like. So BLord did a video where he was advertising the phones, and he was selling it for 450,000 naira. And from his advert, it looked like he was employing some deceptive tactics. For example, he mentioned that the iPhone XRs were new iPhones, and then they were just refurbishing and fitting it into the cases for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. But then when VDM came out to do his own on the ground report, it looks like actually those iPhones were not brand new. They were all second-hand phones. So it looks like BLord lied, right? Okay. Now I'm trying to establish these things as we move. Now, when VDM exposed this, he showed us that actually these phones plus clearing and everything, when it comes into Nigeria, it will cost you just 280,000 naira. But then BLord, on the other hand, was selling it for 450,000 naira. And then it looks like the extra 170 naira, was that the profit per iPhone that BLord was aiming to make with this. So very that came out and continued to call it fraudulent. People on the other hand were arguing about it being just business. It's supply and demand. But then, does it really mean because you can, you should? Yes, BLord has a right to do business in the country, however it so pleases. But the question now becomes, how considerate is he as a businessman? BLord sells phones, BLord sells cars. So Very Dark Man did not end at calling him out on his phones. He also went further to talk about the cars he wanted to sell, the exact brand of car that BLord said he was selling. So according to BLord, he wanted to sell, he was advertising a Chinese-made car, 2022 model, for 33.9 million. But then according to VDM, the 2025 model of that same car, that is practically almost new, was getting sold for 28 million naira. So how does it work that a 2022 car is more expensive than a 2025 car? Again, VDM went ahead to call him fraudulent. Now, between this, I do not know if BLord was feeling like he needed to do something, but according to Very Dark Man, BLord went to pay a particular guy 500,000 naira for him to get nudes of Very Dark Man. And then he went ahead to put it on his Instagram stories. And then Very Dark Man, being the ever much person that he is, that was a good idea to send him even more copies. And they called him out that if you wanted to see, you should have just asked me for, and I'll send it to you for free. And then made the whole drama out of it. I don't want to even go into all that disgusting details. But the point is that after all this was put out, I do not know whether it was because of the information which was X-rated that BLord put out, and pornography that BLord put out on his Instagram story, or it was because of the kind of advert he was making for the iPhones, refurbishing XRs to put inside cases for 17 Pro Max to sell, but BLord's Instagram account was taken down this week. And then Very Dark One came out and was yabbing him that, look at, because I wanted to post my picture, now your Instagram, they have brought it down. So people reacted to this, and a lot of people were talking about it being freedom to do business however he wants to. Like if he wants to charge times two of whatever he's spending per phone, he should be allowed to do it however he wants, wherever he wants, whenever he wants. But then, according to Very Dark Man, BLord is one of those that is bringing the country down by scamming Nigerians. And here is what I think about this whole story. While I understand that you have the freedom to do business however you want to, with whatever terms you want to, so far you don't do an illegal business, and so far you do not scam anybody. So when you say you want to sell something for 500,000 naira, when you sell it for 500,000 naira, you do not exchange and give them something worth 200 naira, 200,000 naira. So you do not scam anybody. What you advertise, what you say you want to sell is what you sell. So, in as much as I understand that fact, we also have to consider a few other factors. One, I mentioned earlier that BLord in his video said that it was new iPhone XRs. I don't know how iPhones work. I should have done that check before I came here to record the video, but then I do not think that iPhone still produces iPhone XRs. The iPhone community, please, comment section. Can I still get a new iPhone XR? Did they still produce iPhone XRs? So I don't believe that there is a truckload or a trailer load of iPhone XR still sitting in some warehouse somewhere. I believe that if there's going to be a new iPhone XR, it will mean that Apple has to be producing these new XRs for it to be able to buy it. So can we still get a new iPhone XR? Is Apple still producing it? Please, comment section, let me know. But then I believe that iPhone XR, after XR, there were the 11s, there were the 12s, 13s, 14s, 15s, 16s, around 17. So I do not believe that Apple still produces XRs and this is as widespread. And they're having a very widespread production as BLord made it look like it was. So it looks like it's a little bit fraudulent, saying something is new and then it is actually old. Because right, that one also showed us how they do the packaging, how they seal it up for you, make it look new with new packs. So packs are new, but it looks like phone isn't. So if you say something is new and something is not new, you're not always about it, it is fraud. Right? Okay. There is that. Number two is there is also an amount. I do not know because we are not in a military era. We have the freedom to do business however I want. It's a capitalist society we operate here in Nigeria. So I do not know how. As far as I know, we do not have a pricing system where there is a law saying that you cannot charge someone for XYZ past this range, whether it is 50% more than what you spent to purchase or acquire it, whether it is 20%. I don't know of any law that states that. But then there is also the ethical part of doing business. In as much as you can charge 1 million when you buy something of 100,000 naira, how ethical is it? How considerate is it of the people that are doing business with you? So if you can charge that amount, should you? I do not think you should. I once knew of someone that was into retail business. So the person will get something worth a particular price and go around to try to sell it for times two of what the person got it for. But then I was always telling the person that because it looks like you can't, does not mean you should do it, because yes, it's business. Yes, you have a right to sell it the way you want to, however you want to. But it does not mean that you should go ahead to do it. There should be some level of conscience when doing business, Make your profit. Very important. That's why I do business. I'm not in business to, distribute free items. You are in the business to make money. So make your profit, or make your profit with empathy on the people that are going to be patronizing your business. Okay, so there is that too. And why exactly do you think that someone exposing you for what you are doing, the best revenge you can do is to go and get private pictures of the person and share online? Is that, I believe the new cyber laws in the country has something against putting out unwanted pictures of a person in public, and if it is investigated properly, somebody should be spending time inside somewhere. But then it looks like very dark man just taking it as cruise and it's not, suing anybody, charging anybody. It looks like we just, let it go, and then that's how we are where we are. So that's another wrong step that I really did not understand. Now, for very dark man, I don't know if he was planning to go to China initially. Was it a coincidence that he happened to be in China at the very time that BLord is posting out this content? or it's just pure coincidence. Or did he travel there after he saw BLord video and wanted to intentionally cause problem? Because it looks like he has the money to do it. So will that what he's doing? Who knows? And then I do not know if VDM tried to talk to BLord in private first before going ahead to expose him online. I would have thought that that would have been a better way forward. So instead of just coming out to tell him, to call him out, try asking him, bro, I saw XYZ. Well, if we are both, influential people in the society in your own different rights, did you try reaching out to him to ask him how far? Bro, what's going on? So what I'm saying. Why exactly are you doing this? And then he did not listen. If I was to do something different, I probably would have done it that way. Reach out to him in his DM. How far? I'm saying, when you can get this thing to 80k, why are you selling it for 450? I think you are scamming Nigeria. I think you are, it is bad market practice. What can you do about it? If he does not answer you, then you go ahead to call him out online. But then I feel the first thing to do would have been to talk to him in his DM. But it doesn't look like that happened. Everything was just out in the open, and then these two grown-up men decided to start fighting over iPhone XR that was converted to iPhone 17 Pro Max. I can't believe I spent the last few minutes talking about it, but then that happened this week, and I felt, why not talk about it? Why not come to talk to you about it? Anyway, you that you're buying an iPhone XR so you can look like you're using an iPhone 17 Pro Max, I think you're the cause of this problem. Because if you are using the phone, if you can afford an iPhone XR, buy it, use it with your full chest. If you cannot afford an iPhone 17 Pro Max, buy what your phone can afford. Why are you buying something that is 7 generations lower just for you to fix it into something that's 7 generations higher, and have the as that you know as if you are using an expensive iPhone when you are not? I don't know. Buy what you can buy and use it in public. Anyway, just my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. From me to you, till next time I come your way, is stay eccentric. Finally.